Hello everybody, it's Vinyl Rich here with Vinyl Finds number 43 plus some VCLT. First album I'm going to show here, a band called the Sods. neXusOne showed this on his Gimme Ten 1979. This is the first album I bought as a result of watching those Gimme Tens, and this is the first punk album from Denmark. So first punk rock album from any country is for me, and really cool album. I'd never seen this album before, never heard of them. It's on a label I'm not familiar with, Melody Records. It's not on par with the American punk rock of 79. It's more like a 77, 78 type of sound. Very cool though indeed. The Sods. I saw this online and I made an offer quite a bit lower than what the guy was asking. He accepted. Not quite a month goes by and I got it. And it had this seam split right here. Kind of ticked me off. I mean, this record is in immaculate condition. I don't know if this is a common record in Europe, but it sure isn't common in the US. And it's kind of a bummer that a perfect album is ruined because the seller shipped it with the record inside. So I was a little ticked off. I let the seller know, and he knocked off half price, which is cool. And I ended up getting this. George Wildheart showed this. It's a Return of the Living Dead glow in the dark vinyl. I ended up getting this pretty much for the shipping cost only, which is cool. But to be honest, I would have rather have a perfect edition of that Sods record, but whatever. This is one of my favorite horror movies. It has the Cramps Surfing Dead on it. That's the only place you can find that album. I mean that song. So this was cool to have. I have this album, but the album cover's kind of beat. So that was pretty cool. And a package came today. This is a Record Store Day, the Sonics live at Easy Street. This was recorded on Record Store Day earlier this year. And I got the, I don't know, the numbered edition. I got 156 out of 500. And it's got a signed set sheet. It's got some other stuff. It's got a ticket from that show. And I checked this out after Record Store Day, and I bid on a couple, and they were going for 80, I think up to like 120. And this here has a $24.99 price tag on it. I got it for just a little bit more than that. So if you wait, a lot of times those Record Store Day releases, they come down in what the sellers are asking, or what they can get for them, basically. Now off to the, I got some VCLT, brain fart, from Bsides. I showed, I don't know what's in here, but I have an idea. On one of my videos, I showed some obscure Pittsburgh punk bands, and she made a comment, I have some stuff I think you might like. So I have a feeling there's going to be some obscure punk in this package. Don't have my hatchet. Use my trusty Swiss Army knife, which works actually probably better. Alright. Oh, very cool. Cool stiffener in here. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Enjoy. VCLT. Alright, very cool. First album here. Wax Museums. Unbelievable. This is Weird Al's very first band. Punk band he was in before he became famous. The Wax Museums are kind of a... It's on this private press, I believe this is. A DMR. I've never heard of that label before. And it's got like goofy songs on here like Cowboys and Indians, Locked in the Mall, you know, kind of funny. It's kind of a mixture of that 70s and 80s punk. It's kind of a mixture of the Dickies from the 70s and Doggy Style from the 80s. Very cool to have this. Okay, the next one. Bedlam Hour. This one here also looks familiar. Rock the Cradle. Okay, this is from Positive Force Records. That is the label of Kevin Seconds from 7 Seconds. A band from Reno, Nevada. And it looks like this might be a South Carolina hardcore band. I know I'm going to like this. This is right up my alley. Thank you very much. That 80s hardcore US punk. And believe it or not, this is 647F. Of all the people in the VC that you sent this to, you sent it to somebody that has this album. This is a pretty good album. Madonna of the Dead, Cop Corpse. Right here, the band is... I'll take it out of this. Right here, the band's sitting on a couch with a dead police officer. And I don't know if Bsides noticed at the time, but this is Richie's contribution to punk. This record is on Richie's Redneck Records. Wouldn't you know it? Thank you, Bsides. Beautiful couple from Tennessee. If you want to get a hold of them, this is their address right here. Okay, I got one more package, and I have a feeling I know what's in this thing, but I'm not really sure. For how big this is, it is a little bit light. But let's open it up and see what's in here. Hog's Ear Report. To be honest, it's pretty exciting getting VCLT from Hog's Ear Report. I mean, him and Dead Wax 66, their collections are off the chart. Yeah, very cool here. Alright, looks like we have a shirt. Siebel Records. Very cool. Siebel Records was a label from Phoenix, Arizona. It's the label that JFA, Jodie Foster's Army, was on. I don't have much other stuff on Siebel Records. I really wish I would have bought more. But you know, you can't get everything. And what do we have here? It looks like it's the Traffic. Stiffener. Traffic, Mr. Fantasy. Heaven is in Your Mind album. Very cool album. Traffic, that's one of my favorite bands. I really dig Traffic. Thanks a lot from the Hog's Ear Report. That's it. Take care, everybody. And oh yeah, I have no idea who these guys are. I was just playing around. I saw that and I go, man, that looks like Weird Al. Take care, everybody.